Hey everybody, welcome to my cabin home here in Alaska. It's kind of a snowy, wet day out there today, so I thought I'd do a little video on how I sharpen my splitting mauls here. And I heat my cabin completely with wood heat, so it's pretty important to keep these up in good shape. So everyone has their own preference in axe. Some people like wood handles, they think they're the best, and some people like synthetics. Myself personally, for the way I split wood, I definitely like the synthetic handle, although the aesthetics of wood can't be beat. Not going to argue that. But the way I split wood, I hit this part, the upper neck of the axe, quite a bit. And that's because if you look at my other video on how to split wood, you'll see it hitting quite a bit. So if you have a wood handle, that's going to get chewed up really quick and you're going to ruin your axe handle, so you'll have to get another one. So if you just get a synthetic stock, then you're pretty much set for life. And this one I got at a garage sale for $5. I really like it. It's definitely worth way more than that. And then the other one, this Fisker's right here, the X27. It's a 3-foot long handle. It's also an excellent choice if you're going to go with the synthetic route. So you can see, first thing we got to do is clean these axes up. You can see they're a little wet from the snow melt off of them and a little dirty. So that's the first thing you want to do before you sharpen any tool. Knives, splitting axes, normal axes, you name it. Alright, so you can see this axe right here, it's just a little wet. It's got some wood on it. So I'm just taking some newspaper. I'll wipe that off. And it'll be good, pretty much good to go. And then this guy is a little bit more dirty, and you see all the rust on it. Some people are really picky, they don't like that, but it doesn't really affect splitting at all, and that rust is not going to eat away significantly enough to ever affect the splitting capabilities of this. And as you can see, this is not a pretty thing that you hang on the wall inside. This is a get the job done kind of axe. This is a working axe. This is not for keeping pretty, so I don't stress myself out trying to do that. Although axes are pretty aesthetically pleasing, gotta say, to look at. So all you want to do is get the bit especially pretty clean, and we're going to get these up to shaving sharp. So right now you can see I can put all 4 fingers on there, and it's not going to cut them, but by the end of the sharpening we'll be able to shave paper. All you're going to need to sharpen your axe is nothing more than a file. Some people have a nice vice grip on a bench. Some people have a wood stove in their cabin, and either one works. It would be nice to have a vice grip, or I mean a bench vise, but if you don't have one, that's not the end of the world. It's pretty easy to do still. So, alright, so you'll see this bit right here. Let me turn one more light on. If you look close, you can kind of see some little nicks, especially on this top part. This tends to be the part of your axe or splitting maul that always gets beat up the most. So we're gonna make that nice and even and get it sharp again. And I know this is just a splitting maul, but it really does help when you're splitting a lot of wood to have a razor sharp splitting maul to start out with. You can do it without it, but I like it, it's more efficient. Alright, so let's get started. So I'm going to do, first off, what you need is a bastard file. You don't want any other kind of file out there. It has lines just angled parallel to each other one way. You don't want ones with the crisscross pattern. It's really important that you get a bastard file like this. And yes, they are called bastard files. But anyways, the newer the one you get, the better. So all I'm going to do is take this file and go that direction, kind of on the very edge of this bevel right here. but I'll try and shave this back to the upper cheek of the bevel. It's on this one it's just a flat grind, kind of a flat slash Scandi type grind. So but you don't need to worry about what kind of grind it is. Just get the very edge of the blade there. So when you do it right, you'll notice there's this amount of resistance you get, and I'm just doing it very light strokes, just like that, evenly across. Because if you don't get the whole blade, what happens, you'll notice on a lot of axes that people will just grind out this top part where they get all the nicks in their part and on their axe, and then on the beard side right down here, this will be much further out, and then this will wear away like that. So over the years you'll get an axe that goes in like that, and it's not as effective, doesn't look as nice. So anyways, I'll take a couple more strokes, make sure I get that part right there that's kind of scratched up, and just flip it over. So put my hand right here, have the bevel just over the edge of this. Now you gotta be really careful. If you push too hard, you can slice up your thumb or your pointer finger, so just be careful about that. Nice easy strokes, you're never forcing it. So just get on there. See how that's really, that bevel right there is really kind of messed up. I must have hit a rock, but that's okay, you can fix it. It just takes a little extra time. Sometimes if it's, see that one, it's the bevel right here is curved that way, so maybe if I run it back towards me lightly, then back out. Okay, yeah, that's better. Alright, so there we go. Nice and smooth. And I like to stop about halfway to maybe 3/4 at most when I'm doing each stroke. That way my hand doesn't get too close with this edge. Okay. Yeah. So creating a really good consistent secondary bevel. First you have this one right here, this factory edge, and this is the one that we're working on right here. Alright, so after you've done that, you want to feel how it feels on there. That's getting pretty sharp. Probably not shaving sharp, but close to it. So flip it back over this way. Okay. And one more time on the opposite side, just to keep the grind even. And that should probably do it. So let's give it a test here on the arm. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah. Yeah, getting some hairs off of there. It's not the very sharpest, but it's definitely shaving sharp. So we'll give it a couple more strokes. See if we can get it. And if you go softer on the last strokes, it makes it even finer of a cut, so that you can really get that fine edge. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, so that should be about even. Give it another shot here. Sometimes I strop it too with my hand, even my arm. just back and forth. You want to get really anal about it, but definitely not necessary. Yeah, there we go. Shaving. Splitting Maul is shaving. Cool. Not the best shave, but it works. Alright, so we'll do that with the other one, and then all my splitting Mauls will be set to go. So once again, just going across, and you'll see there's the rusted part, and then there's the bevel that I've created right there on the edge. Let's do that again. Okay, see, I got a little metal there built up. I just usually brush that off and blow it in the wind. Okay, flip it over, do the same thing on this side. When you're doing this, start off nice and easy so you can get a feel of the resistance on the bevel. Otherwise, that's when you slip and cut yourself. So be careful about that. Alright. Clean that off. Let's see how it feels. It's getting pretty sharp. Oh yeah. Whoa. This one's actually shaving sharp already. Look at that. No more hair there. So that's it. That's all you got to do. You can strap it if you really want with leather. I'm not going to get into that. I don't do it. I don't think it's not going to really help you too much as far as splitting Mauls go. And so that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you got a little something out of this video, and best of luck with your splitting.